If you're thinking about making some fire cider, but you don't know where to start, I'm going to show you how I make mine, but there's really no rules. Um, I'm going to start with this jar that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I have lots of ingredients, but as I said, um, there's no real combination. I'll show you how I make mine. I'll tell you some of the health benefits of the different ingredients. That's the thing, you want to put healthy things that are good for your immune system, because generally fire cider is used for cold and flu season, but it's also helpful for a lot of other things. I'm here in Texas, and our winter usually starts in February. So it's January 3rd, I believe, and I'm going to make mine today. I'm going to let it sit for a couple of weeks, maybe the full month, and then I'll be ready when the cold and flu season comes. Although I rarely get sick, it's still good to take a tablespoon or more if you're feeling a little sickly, a little down in the dumps. But if you take a shot of it daily, like right before the cold and flu season starts for you, then you start to boost your immune system before it can grab a hold of you. So I'm going to show you what I'm putting into mine. Like I said, some of the health benefits of each ingredient, and then you can take it from there. It's really not hard to do. So let's get started. Okay, I've got all my ingredients out, and I'm going to start with this pineapple. It's a nice fresh one, and it's good and ripe. So I'm just going to take off the top. I'm going to take probably about a third of it, because I have to have room in my jar for all my other ingredients. So I'm just going to go around and take off the peel, the skin, the outside, and then I'm going to chop up the rest of it. I'm just going to cut it in chunks. And if you've got a little bit of peel on it like I have right there, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. And it's not a big deal if you have big pieces and little pieces. Okay, now I'm going to take my onion and I'm going to dice the whole thing. The whole onion's going to go in there. It's got a lot of vitamin C and it's really healthy, so I want all of that healthy stuff in there. Okay, now for the lemon, I'm going to do the same thing like the pineapple. Just going to skin the rind off of it and get all that healthy stuff out of the middle. Okay, I have some fresh ginger, and I'm going to put it in peel and all. And since I had so little of it, I do have some that I had previously dehydrated, which, by the way, the ginger was really fun to grow. This past summer was my first time to grow it, and I got quite a bit. But when you dehydrate it, it looks like you don't have much. But I've been using it in my tea because I love ginger, and it's really gone a long ways. So I'm going to chunk this up, and then I'm going to add some of that dehydrated. Okay, the jalapeno is going to be the easiest part. I'm just going to slice it down the middle and put the whole thing in there, seeds and all. I like mine to have a little bit of a bite. Now for the spices, I have some cloves. I'm just going to put a couple of those in there. I have some rosemary. I have some turmeric. And I have some black pepper. Remember, whenever you use turmeric, you should pair it with black pepper. It helps you to absorb the curcumin in the turmeric. And there's no rhyme or reason on the amount of each of the spices, depending on how much you like something. Like I put a lot of ginger because I love ginger. I know the turmeric is so good for you, but it also stains up everything, so I don't go overboard with it. Now I'm just going to cover everything with some, I have apple cider vinegar with the mother. So it's a brand new bottle. I just shook it up and I'm going to cover everything. And you want to put an inch or two past your vegetables. And then I'm going to put the top I've got over here from the pineapple. I'm going to put that on top to hold everything down. I'm going to put it for like a little weight. Then I'm going to put some parchment paper over top because I have a metal lid, and even though it has a plastic ring around it, there's the metal on the top, and so you don't want the cider vinegar to have contact with the metal. So the parchment paper will work fine. Oh my goodness, y'all. I put my cider in the pantry and I went to start cleaning up the mess, and I realized I never put my garlic in. So, and garlic is really, I mean, it's a staple of my fire cider. It's really healthy, and I usually put 4 or 5 cloves. Sometimes I put more. Today I had one leftover clove that had been in the fridge for a little bit, so I'm going to put all of it. It's 5.5 cloves, 5 in a little tiny one. So anyway, just chop that up and add it. And I also need to tell you, be sure you put it in a cool, dark place. It doesn't have to be cold. You want it to be dark, where it's not sitting in the sunlight. If you've got a dark spot like on your counter where there's not a window or whatever, you could put it there, as long as you're not blasting heat for the winter inside. Otherwise, I like to put it in the pantry because it's my pantry's right by my front door, and it will stay cool in there. All right, now it's February the 4th. It's been for a whole month. It's been in that pantry. So I've got a little strainer with some cheesecloth in it, and I'm just going to dump away. It's probably going to take me a couple dumpings because my little strainer's not that big. So when you get a bunch dumped in there, you want to squeeze it out and get all of that juice. You don't want to lose any of the juice. So I did 2 batches, and now I've got all my juice. And I've cleaned out my jar, and I'm just going to pour it back in that same jar. And you might not want that last little bit that was there in the bottom, but it doesn't bother me. And I put maybe about 3 ounces. I had a 12-ounce bottle of honey, and I think I put about 3 ounces. But when you go to try it, if it's still too spicy for you, you can put more. But really, it's not as hot as it sounds, even with that whole jalapeno pepper. Like I said, nothing's set in stone, so get after it. And you'll see how easy it is, and you will do it often. I'm sure of it. So That's it. Bye.